Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning. My name is Mohammad Waris Ali, and I study in Software. I'm doing BSc Honors in Cybersecurity Ethical Hacking, and this is coursework for our module Cybersecurity Careers or Careers in Cybersecurity, taught to us by our lecturer Siva Mahajan. And today I'm going to exploit a hack the box machine, which name is Escape2. So let's start with it. So I have connected the VPNs already, and I have the list of commands written in my notepad. Now let's try to ping this. We'll start it from here. And I have created a virtual environment already so that it's fresh and nothing comes in between us and the exploitation of the box. So before I start, I want to tell you something. I'm sorry. Before I start, I want to tell you something. It's it's a box rather than it's an AD. It's a AD because Active Directory, and we are trying to exploit it and see what all vulnerabilities are there, and we'll try to find the root flag and our user flag as well. So let's begin with trying to ping the network, if it's pinging or not. Yeah, it's pinging. That means our network is up. And I'd like to show you one more thing. I have already added sql.stb here so that this will be mapped as a domain as well. Now let's try to connect it using SMB client. SMB client is something that we use to access. It's like SSH, and we use to access or get files. Or we use it to connect to servers. SMB client. So I have an L 10.10.11.51. We'll be using this, and I have an U. U is for username and rows. So it's asking for the password. We'll go here, and our password is here. Let's do it from here. I think writing all the commands is going to take a lot of time for us, so we'll just copy it. See, that's what I'm talking about. So let's just copy this and try to paste it. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. There are a lot of errors here, right? But still, something keeps happening. Our VPN is already running here, as you can see. And I want to show you the commands as well. Let's forget it. Let's try it again. Should have worked already. Hmm. Let's try another step. We'll see these files. We'll see, we have seen it here. To show you from here. So it's pinging, and we try to see it as well. So as we can see, that's all. Let's copy and paste it. That created a network. Now let's just paste it here. Let's see. We get a list of commands as well. If we try to ls here, as you can see, these are our files. We will try to access it. Let's get accounts.xs accounts.xslx xlsx. I'm sorry. As I see there, the get spelling is also missed. Try to get it. Now we'll try to unzip it here. We can even check it using the file command. Let's exit it. And this is our file. Counts as it's here. So we'll use the file command. As you can see, it's a zip. Now we'll try to unzip it. And then we'll see. We have two files unzipped here. We even have a folder that's unzipped. That's Excel. So we'll go in it and we'll see what all are there. We'll see the first file. And as you can see, this is the password that we are going to use further. And this is the username. Now we'll use this Impact MS SQL client, which is used to connect to MS SQL databases. We'll just enter it. SQL STB. Instead of this, we could have written the username itself, I mean the IP address itself, but as we have kept the domain there in etc host, we can use it as well. And this is the username SA, and this is the password for it. Let's try to connect to it. Now to use this, we have to add this, and its effect remains here for up to 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes, if we don't access it, we have to add this command again. It's like a mixture. It gives us time, and it's trying to execute what all are there. It's helping us to access. It's helping us, sorry. It's helping us to access. Now I tried to use reverse shell in it, but we are not trying reverse shell. We will be using, let's keep it fast, okay. XPCMD shell, which will list all the files which are there. Now we'll see what's in the users file. Now let's speed the process. It's getting too slow for us. As we can see, we have the Ryan here. Now we will go and check what's in this file. That's the configuration file. To save our time, I have just kept the commands there. As you can see, we have already seen, I'm so sorry about that. We have already seen the passwords are here and even here. So the next password that we are going to use, just a second. So this will be our password for SQL SVC. Now we'll use the password using EvilWin RM, which is used to connect to Windows servers. And we won't be doing it here. So let's just end it. We got our password. It's not working because there is a command misconfiguration here. I will try to connect with it. I'm sorry. We will be using this command here. It's trying to connect. This password helps us access the user Ryan in the Windows. So now we'll try to see what's there in the documents, but we won't be able to see anything. That's why we are going a step backwards in the desktop. We'll try to see what's happening here. And as we can see, there's a file called user.txt. Now we'll try to access the file user.txt. User.tr. It's again a misconfiguration. User.txt, and this is our flag, and we'll just copy, go to here, and we have just pasted it here. And later on, I'm going to paste the root flag here live. Now we got the user flag. Now we are going to use Bloodhound. I have already installed it in our virtual environment. Sorry for this. We don't need this. We'll just exit it, and the virtual environment is created to make sure that nothing throws error and all in between us. So bloodhound.py, it's used to, what do we call it, a tool which visualizes relationships and permissions like renewing, adding, these all things. So we'll use this command here, not here. We have to go to the bloodhound folder itself. Now we try to execute the command here as the script is running here. It says trying to connect to the server, which we have saved in etc hosts as well. After that, I already did this step in the beginning so that no any host throws error in us. So it will take a bit of time. Till then, I'll tell you about Kerberos certificates, which is used in ADs to renew, generate, authenticate. So this certificate also we are going to exploit by changing the owners, requesting for shadow files, shadow credentials for Ryan user. After that, we would be able to control the user fully. Then we would be able to access the root flag, which is located in the desktop as well, but in the Ryan user. So let's just wait for this. Kerberos auth to LEDP field. Sometimes it happens. After that, we are going to use this. We are going to try to change the permissions for Ryan users and set it as an owner. We needed this. It's done. Now we are going to use Bloody AD. Bloody AD is a part of Bloodhound as well. This is the host. User Ryan. Password is this. So our old owner has been now replaced by Ryan. After this, we have to use the declared impact. It is also an important file which is used to manipulate the permission, write permissions. As the Ryan user has the writable permissions in its file, we have to manipulate it using this command, using the script. After that, we'll use the certify. Declared, I don't think it's going to work here because we are not in the impacket folder. Could not modify the object. That's why. Let's just go a step backwards and try to go in impacket. And it doesn't end here. We are going inside here, and the declared is right here. Now the command will run, hopefully, for the full control for Ryan, changing its permissions to write to full control. Sometimes it happens. So for that, I think I missed a step here. Nah, I don't think so. Let's try to troubleshoot it as well. Could not modify object. Let's try declared very 80. Around is done. Bloody 80 was done as well. Declared. Now let's try this. Finally, it's modified successfully. I was worried there for a little bit. It's all about luck, I guess. Now I have already installed the Certify. Now we'll try to change the Certify as well. Certify shadow auto, username is Ryan, SQL address, that's the domain. D is for password, account is the database name, and FNDC. It's trying to change. I think this is credentials. Now we are trying to get the hash for the main account. Let's hope for the best. Yeah, you can see the hash is here. 3B1. 3B1 is here. It will take a lot of time for us. Now we'll try to manipulate this as well. And if this command does not work, you have to install npt date, and this changes the date. Kerberos certificate, which I told you about earlier, which is used to manipulate the permissions of the file. Certify.template-key target EC01 successfully updated to this authentication. Now we have to exploit it. This is the command which would give us the administrator access or the hash to it. So this database hash is here, and the SQL is for this, and the domain IP, and yes, I would like it, and it says it's failed to request. We'll try that again without using this command -debug. Let's hope for the best. Done the mail. Yeah, I'd like to save it. We have failed again. Sorry about that. I will try from the bloody 80 host again. It keeps happening. It doesn't matter how many times you fail, it just matters that we have tried our best. Now again we'll try to run this command. Every 2 minutes it's overwriting. It's modified successfully. After declared it, we used the certify command for the account. Insufficient write access. Now I think we have to use the bloody 80 part again. Back to the square 5. After this, declared it again. See. Now let's do it fast because sometimes time matters a lot. I don't think I can upload a 30 minutes file in YouTube unlisted. It's modified successfully. Let's run our hand faster. Now this is it. Certify shadow. Requesting a shadow file for it. Generating is generating. Let's hope for the best. Trying to reach the hash. After that we will modify this. Mill. Kerberos certificates are used in AD, like the browser certificate or the burp certificate. Updated successfully. Previously also it updated successfully, but we are trying to get access to the administrator file. It's trying to connect. It's trying to debug again. We have used this format again. Generating RSA keys. Through some error. Let's run that again without the debug. Requesting certificate via RPC. Save certificate. Finally, administrator 10.pfx. Now we are going to access it using the authorization command with -pf. It's asking us to see the password for this or the DNS hostname. We are going for the password straight. So the credential is this one, 7a from the 7. Let's not miss 7 from it. Then we'll use evil binarium and try to access the server. Kerberos certificate. Evil binarium is a tool that is used to connect Windows machines, and hopefully we are going to be a part of it. Finally, the root is about to get exploited. So as we know that nothing is here, we have to go to the desktop again. So we'll just use the command cd:/desktop in the administrator. We can even use who am I guess. Administrator. Now let's just get the root user. So this is our flag. We just copy it and try to paste it in the HacktheBox. Reflect on. I have waited to do this in the video itself. It's late, but I did it. Thank you so much for looking, and I hope I get a good marks on it. And I've tried my best. I have learned a lot in this module as well, and I'm trying to learn even more. Thank you so much. This is Mohammad Waris from Software College, and Escape2 has been pawned. Thank you. Have a good time.